Yo, what is up guys? It's me, Exactly. It's been a while. I think the last time before this was when... Actually, no, never mind. I almost forgot that I have a picture of him topless, scarred into my retinas from when he was on WWE.
You ain't doing it, man. Oh, no. Wait, is Ambrose the voice of reason?
Before that, the last time I had heard about Lavar Ball was during the NBA draft. He had chilled out a bit. His job was done. He had helped his first son Lonzo get into the NBA, and not only that, but on the team he wanted to play for. He Los Angeles Lakers. That being said though, Lavar Ball ended his quiet streak yesterday as he was offered the chance to respond to Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid and some of the things they said on Twitter, and he just couldn't help himself but to respond. He really couldn't help himself. And in case you don't remember what went down on draft day, because that's when this all started. It started when Lavar Ball said that his son Lonzo would take the Lakers to the playoffs in his first year.
Lonzo Ball is going to take the Lakers to the playoffs his first year.
Which Ben Simmons thought was crazy pills, and we all know Joel Embiid loves tweeting, so he followed it up by telling Ben Simmons to dunk on Lonzo so hard that his daddy runs on the court to save him. And that was pretty much the end of it back then. Nothing had came out until Lavar Ball said this yesterday. When you don't win and don't even make the playoffs and don't stay on the court long enough, that's the best thing you can do is tweet. Make some stuff. Ain't nobody else doing that, because they're all working on their game in the gym. These guys ain't played a game, always hurt, and at the bottom of the totem pole. So guess what? Get your butts off Twitter and get in the gym. This man said get your butts off Twitter and get in the gym. That's crazy. I do have some thoughts on this, but you might think that's all that Lavar Ball said, but it wasn't. He had to go in even more. Add their games up and see how they turn the program around. LSU wasn't turned around. They're great players. They're good. They made it to the NBA. They're good kids that can play. It's just sometimes these people get to twist their words and make it seem like they're doing something. Don't complain and talk about stuff. Go ahead and do something. Don't worry about the other stuff that's going on. These guys got to get healthy and at least get on the court first. Both of them played in college and didn't uplift their team. I ain't got nothing against Fultz. That boy can play. But if you're really that good, your team got to go at least 500 if you got a bunch of blind midgets. There is about to be some serious rivalry between LA and Philly, and it's gonna be freaking lit. I know I'm a Pistons fan and I should be rooting for them to make the finals. I'm just saying, if it came down to my Pistons or the Sixers getting to the finals against the Lakers, I might have to go with the Sixers just because I would want to see that matchup. I can guarantee you these two teams are gonna meet in the finals at least 2 or 3 times within the next 10 years, if the Sixers can stay healthy. And you guys know that I'm extremely excited about the Sixers. You know, they're one of the most exciting teams in the NBA to watch next year for sure. But I gotta say, Lavar Ball, for the most part, was actually, he was right. He basically said, I don't know how they're talking all this mess on Twitter when they haven't done anything on the court yet. They're talking like they're one of the best teams in the NBA when they haven't even played with each other yet. Before they start talking, they should be focused on staying healthy. Like I said, I like this young team in the Sixers, but Lavar Ball is 100% right here. Don't talk about it, be about it. Now, me personally, I don't care if they talk on Twitter. I find it entertaining when Joel Embiid goes on Twitter and same with Ben Simmons. It's funny. But at the same time, this kind of feels like Lavar Ball meets Lavar Ball. Lavar Ball might be talking about Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid making all these ridiculous claims and stuff like that, but at the same time, this is basically how he got into the spotlight, by doing the same thing that they're doing right now. One person that Lavar Ball or no one else would ever have to tell to get into the gym would be Kobe Bean Bryant. During Kobe's time in the league, in the Kobe era, that man lived in the gym 24/7, nothing but lifting weights and getting buckets. He was a product of hard work and a crazy determination to be the best. He didn't want to be second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, nothing like that. He wanted to be the best, and if he wasn't the best, then in his mind, he was the worst. To him, there's no such thing as a participation prize, which is why you can kind of expect this answer from him. When during an interview, he was asked on his thoughts of participation prizes, and he basically said they're only good for reminding you that you lost.
My kids that playing basketball
right.
came in 4th place
yep.
in the tournament. And so they were like disappointed. And so we're getting ready to leave. It's fine, you guys play hard, you know. And they said, no, you guys have to stay for the ceremony. What ceremony? You guys get 4th place trophies. You get what? That exists?
Yeah.
So all the kids were like disappointed. We don't want a 4th place trophy, you know. And I said, well, listen, you get the 4th place trophy, you go home, you take the 4th place trophy, you put it up right where you can see it. And when you wake up in the morning, you look at the trophy and you remind yourself of what you'll never win again.
Yeah, yeah.
At first, before he said, you know, you should put it where you can see it, I thought he was going to say, take it home and burn it.
Listen, you get the 4th place trophy, you go home, you take the 4th place trophy,
Burn it.
But I guess his way might be a little bit better. If you're really upset that you didn't win and every day you wake up and you see a reminder that you didn't win, that will only drive you to get better and better and better to make sure next time you win. Gordon Hayward is expected to make his decision today, July 4th. The decision part 2, except this time it's with Gordon Hayward. And let's be honest here, Gordon Hayward is a great player, but it won't nearly impact the league the same way Kevin Durant's decision did. And of course, he's choosing between either Utah, Miami, or Boston. All 3 of those teams have made great pushes to try and secure Gordon Hayward. I just gotta say the Jazz risked it all when they went out and got Ricky Rubio, because apparently Gordon Hayward said he wants to play with Ricky Rubio, so they traded away a 1st round pick to get Ricky Rubio. And if he doesn't come back to Utah, I will honestly feel so bad for that entire organization. But like I said, they're not the only teams that have been doing recruiting. For example, take a look at the Miami Heat. They photoshopped this man in a Heat jersey and hung up his banners. And not only that, but some of their players, Hassan Whiteside, have been on social media subliminally, not even subliminally recruiting, but pretty openly recruiting players to come to Miami. More specifically, I think it was directed towards Gordon Hayward.
I don't know about y'all, but if I'm a free agent, ain't nothing like bringing the kids to the beach after practice. You heard? You hear me? And it's not Cali. That water 80 degrees. You hear me? You feel me? What that shirt says?
Keep it like that. You hear me?
Listen, you can walk in the cold, or you can ride with us, or you can ride in the heat, or you can ride in the heat on the beach. Hey, listen, that water felt like a hot tub. I gotta come out here more.
You ready to come out here tomorrow? Lunchtime? Sure.
Hey, they vacation here. We live here, don't we?
We do this. We do this. You see us. Every day we do things like this. Where they do that at?
You could be out here in the wet feet with the Crocs on.
Where they do that at? Look at this view, you know what I mean? Look at this view. We do this, you know what I mean?
Hello, somebody want a great place to live? Yeah,
I'm not gonna lie, if I was a player, that might have worked on me. It would be very tempting. You get to play for a good team, a good coach, overall good organization, just a good everything. And on top of that, you get warm weather and beaches too. That's a very tempting package, especially when you consider in the fact that no matter what team you go to, they're all gonna be about the same, you know, talent-wise. So it really just comes down to where you want to be. And like I said, warm weather and beaches, Utah and Boston can't offer those 2 things. But then again, Miami can't offer snow, so maybe that's what Gordon Hayward likes. Personally, I do kind of want to see him stay in Utah just because I feel terrible for that organization if he does leave. And at the same time, the East could really use him to try and fill out their all-star roster in February, because it's not looking too good right now. The last bit of news for the day is that Kevin Durant officially re-signed with the Golden State Warriors. Now, this is nothing that wasn't to be expected. We all knew this was gonna happen. No other team was gonna get Kevin Durant this offseason. And it's a 2-year, $53 million deal. For us fans, we hear 2 years, $53 million, we think, dang, that's a lot of money. We hear 2 years, $1 million, dang, that's a lot of money. We hear 2 years, $100,000, and it's like, dang, that's a lot of money. Me, I hear 2 years, $50,000. Dang, that's a heck of a lot of money. But as crazy as this might sound, 2 years, $53 million to Kevin Durant is considered him making a sacrifice for the betterment of the team. He waited until the Warriors brought back both Sean Livingston and Andre Iguodala to sign his contract. The thinking was that they can cut into some of the salary that he was going to get to use to bring them back, which they did, and he would just take the rest, which was about $9 million less than what he could make if he demanded a max deal. Because if he did demand a max deal, either Sean Livingston or Andre Iguodala, or maybe even both, would have to be let go. And after they already gave up so much last year to bring him in, it will kind of be a jerk move of Kevin Durant to make them give up even more to get him to stay there. So this summer, he did the right thing. And now it's time for the question of the day. Whose side are you on, the Sixers or the Lakers? What young team do you think will have the better future? Let me know what you think down in the comment section below, but now let's take a look at what you guys said in yesterday's video. And yesterday I asked you guys what you are most excited for in this upcoming season, and here is what you said. I'm telling you, next season will be a blast, especially the upcoming playoffs now in the West. But now that I think about, more all-star snubs will happen. I'm looking at you, Western Conference. I'm excited for the regular season because teams in the West get better, so the West can actually be competitive again against the Warriors. The East got worse, but you can see a lot of up-and-coming teams like the 76ers and the Bucks. Great video, keep putting the great time. Thanks. I'm excited to see how Paul George fits in with Westbrook and OKC and if they can contend. I'm also looking forward to Harden and CP3 in Houston. I want Hayward to go to the East to make it more balanced and see what his team does. And finally, I think the playoffs will be better. I'm hyped. Hope my Grizz will do well. I'm excited for the playoffs in the West too. It should be a lot more entertaining. Then again, it couldn't get much more boring and predictable than it was this year, but it will be much better next year, hopefully. The East though, the East is about to be, they just need to simulate that because ain't nobody about to watch the Eastern Conference playoffs. Like I said though, don't forget to leave your answer for today's question of the day down in the comment section below. But other than that, thank you once again for watching the video. Hope you guys did enjoy it. If you did, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe for more daily NBA videos. And until tomorrow, keep getting the Bucks, Team STC, and I'm out of here. Peace!